Welcome, everyone, to the Tuesday Top 10, Episode 13. This is for the week of October 3rd, 2023. Don't forget to check your last call for confirmed orders. Post tomorrow or starting tomorrow on the Comic Hub. But the best time to check that is Friday afternoon after 5. That's when all of the books that will be on order will show up. And those orders are due the next day, Saturday, by midnight, in order to guarantee your copy of the open order covers that you're looking for. Don't forget, incentives are different. It depends on what the store's ordering, if they're going to get those. So check with the store to see if the incentive that you want will be available. Keep your eye out for the upcoming return of the Final Order Cutoff show. That's coming soon. More news to follow. And we're getting closer and closer to Christmas. So if you have some early Christmas shopping to do, or you can keep an eye on something you want to get, or one of the collectors in your life, come into the shop, pick up the item, or ask about a gift certificate. Don't forget to follow the store on social media down here: Discord, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Collective CCG. All right, we've got a short Be on the Lookout segment today. Pardon me. Thank you. All right, let's jump over to that. All right, and that is some cover art and interior art for the new Jonathan Hickman Ultimate Universe #1. This comes out in November. We have a cover. If you're familiar with the Ultimate Universe, you'll know that these characters will look relatively the same as the original Ultimate Universe, but there are some differences that you'll want to check out. The recent miniseries, Ultimate Invasion. All right, so we got a cover here. Got some cool interior art. Stefano Caselli did some art for Avengers when Hickman was on his Avengers run. Looks like they're starting over all the way from zero, finding Cap in the ice. That is a very awesome Thor panel. All right, no more spoilers. That's enough of that. Again, that comes out on November 1st, so look for that on the Final Order Cutoff coming soon. All right, we got a couple honorable mentions to go over this week. First one is Tales from the Cave, the Halloween anthology from Mad Cave. Just thought was thumbing through this as it came in, and it looked pretty neat. So multiple different stories. It's that time of year, Halloween. Some scary stories. Could be pretty interesting. I'm going to take a copy myself. Right. And I didn't bring it back with me because there's only 2 left, but there are a couple copies of the Chrononauts trade. That's issues 1 through 4 of Chrononauts. And I mentioned that because they are appearing in the new book, The Plot Holes by Sean Gordon Murphy. And they do feature pretty heavily so far in the story. That's it for honorable mentions this week. Let's get right into the top 10 books. Had some issues with some things in the top 10, and one thing did not come in. It is supposed to come out this week. They should arrive at some point, unless it got delayed and the store wasn't updated or nobody was updated. We'll go over that. And then another book is late. First book this week, number 10, is Strange Academy Amazing Spider-Man #1. This is part 3 of the Solve for X crossover for the Strange Academy characters. Part 1 and 2 were the Miles Morales Strange Academy and Moon Knight Strange Academy books, which I believe there are still a few copies of those left. All right, this is story by Carlos Hernandez, and don't recall if that person wrote the first two parts of the story or not. And we have art by Vasco Jorge, colors by Edgar Delgado. We have a very cool Nick Bradshaw cover and a Humberto Ramos connecting variant. Nick Bradshaw doing the A cover, Humberto Ramos doing the connecting cover. I believe that this connects to the other two parts, so all three covers connect. Very neat. Strange Academy, Amazing Spider-Man #1 and #10. Number 9 on the list is Justice Society of America Gold Edition. This is a reprint of the Justice Society of America special that came out, I think, about this time last year, or a little earlier than that last year. And in addition to the original story, we have some short intros to the Justice Society solo books that are coming up. So the Alan Scott Green Lantern, a couple other books like that, like 3 or 4 page intros. We have 2 covers for this. This as the original release was, a story by Jeff Johns with interior art by Mikhail Yanin, Scott Collins, Jerry Ordway, Steve Lieber, and Brandon Peterson. Both these covers are by Mikhail Yanin. You got the A cover and a foil cover. And this is a reprint, so if you missed this the first time around, or if you just think the foil cover is very cool, check this out. It's just Society of America Gold 1. Its companion at number 8. I'm sorry, I read the details for number 8 as number 9. This is Justice Society of America number 1 through 3 reprinted. So this series, it did start last year, but all the other details were correct. This is the reprint of the one-shot with the intro tales for the other Golden Age hero miniseries that are coming up soon. Same artist, Scott Collins, Jerry Ordway, Brandon Peterson. Got some Gary Frank in here, Steve Lieber. Story by Jeff Johns. We have, just like before, Mikhail Yanin A cover and a foil cover. The New Golden Age Special Edition, number 1. Some more DC goodness in at number 7. We have Batman: The Adventures Continue, Season 3, number 8. This is the final issue of the 3rd chapter in the continuation of the animated series. It's not really a reboot. It's just more stories like the original Batman animated series from the 90s. It's very cool. So written by Paul Dini and Alan Burnett, who were involved in the show, with Ty Templeton and Jacob Edgar on art. Ty Templeton did the art for the original Batman the animated series comic adaptation. So the style is very similar to the cartoon, as it should be. We have a Ty Templeton cover with Ra's al Ghul. We have a Gustavo Duarte cover. That is the last one in the store for that cover, the Duarte cover, right here. So if you want that one, look on the hub, see if it's available for reorder. And then we have the Karen Grant cover, also the last one in the store, but that one has been claimed. So actually, there's none of those left. If you want that one, you'll have to reorder it. Batman: The Adventures Continue, Season 3, number 8. We have the A cover by Ty Templeton, Gustavo Duarte, B cover, and a C cover by Karen Grant. All right, we got one cover for this. This is Masters of the Universe Fork of Destiny number 2, written by Tim Seeley with art by Eddie Nunez, colors by Brad Simpson. The second chapter of the prequel to the new animated Netflix series. We have the one cover here by Eddie Nunez, series artist. There's, I think, 3 or 4 of these left, so it could be in high demand. Call the store and reserve one if you didn't already pre-order it. Masters of the Universe, Forge of Destiny, number 2. Book I've been checking out, thinking about going back and picking up number 1 and 2 on. And I think you should too. This is Rocketeer in the Den of Thieves, number 3. It's just a pretty standard Rocketeer story. It's cool, set in older times. Haven't read the first 2 yet. I've just been looking at the art because the art is very nice. We do have 2 covers for this. Story by Stephen Mooney, art by David Messina. We have a Gabriel Rodriguez A cover and a David Messina B cover. It's a very nice B cover right there. The Rocketeer and the Den of Thieves, number 3, and at number 5 on the list this week. Kind of rolling through these pretty quick. All right. Number 4 is Star Wars: The High Republic, Shadows of Starlight. This is, again, another chapter in the newer, recent High Republic stories from Marvel. There is a movie, well, there was a movie in the High Republic era being planned. I don't know what the status of that is with everything that's going on. But this has a very nice Yoda cover. This is written by Charles Soule, who's written a lot of Star Wars for Marvel. It's been pretty good. Ask Javen. She's probably read most of them. It's been pretty solid work. I haven't actually picked these up yet. I'm a little bit behind on my Star Wars, I must admit. Art by Abraham Robertson. I don't even know how to pronounce that name. I'm just going to skip that part. So we have the Yoda cover. That's by Phil Noto, who draws everything excellent. And I'm probably going to end up buying that just because it's Phil Noto. And we have a Lee Garbett Jedi cover. Star Wars: The High Republic, Shadows of Starlight, number 1. Phil Noto, A cover, and a Lee Garbett Jedi Group Image B cover. All right. Flip over to the website because number 3 is a book that did not come in. That is the aforementioned Plot Holes, number 2. This is written and drawn and inked and colored, the whole deal, by Sean Gordon Murphy. Liked Batman One Night series, some of his earlier works. This is cool. This is a crossover story for all of his, I don't know if they call it the Murphyverse characters, but it's all of his characters, including Chrononauts. And it's about a team of heroes called the Plot Holes that travel to different realities and fix plot holes so that the universes can continue to exist. A very neat story. And this is the first cover, the A cover. There's another cover there. I don't know the A, B, or C of these covers, honestly, because they didn't come in. That is definitely a Punisher homage cover. Okay, yeah. Right, that's the A cover. That's obviously by Sean Gordon Murphy. I don't know the details on that cover. This is by Corin Howell. No, it's Klaus Janson, who was a Punisher artist. So a Punisher homage cover by Klaus Janson. Very cool. This is the Kit Wallace cover. It's kind of some Scotty Young vibes. Very cool. That's probably an incentive because it's black and white. Skip right over that one. Go back to this. This is probably the Corin Howell cover. This book is very cool. The covers are very neat. I would definitely check it out. Right. Number 2 is another Jonathan Hickman book from Marvel. I mentioned him already a couple times. This is Gods #1. This is the new huge continuity bending story arc from Jonathan Hickman at Marvel. This is may pick up some things that were involved in his Avengers run, may not. But it involves Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom, some Fantastic Four, and the mystical side of the Marvel Universe. We have art by Valerio Schiti and colors by Marte Gracia. We have in store now we have, because most of these got claimed. There's only 1 or 2 left for the shelf. They are reordering some already because it is popular. There's high demand for this. This is the Educure cover. Educure. I think that's technically the B cover, even though Marvel doesn't put letters on their covers for B or C or whatever. And then, of course, Peach Momoko. We have Marvel's Gods #1 with an Educure cover and a Peach Momoko cover. And more will be arriving. So if you did not pre-order that and you want to check it out, reach out to the store, ask them to set one aside for you when the reorders come in, or hop on the hub and see if there's any covers that you're specifically interested in and ask for one of those. And #1, as if it could be any other book this week, is the Skybound relaunch of Transformers. This is right now the only copy remaining in the store, and it is going to go fast. This is in high demand. Only 10 copies came in so far. More are on the way, but they will probably need to do another reorder because there was a lot of demand for this. This is the A cover with Optimus Prime. This is drawn by Daniel Warren Johnson, who is also the interior artist for the series. And this is written also by Daniel Warren Johnson, so not written by Robert Kirkman, but again, Transformers #1 for Skybound. Definitely the #1 book of the week. There are other covers that are available, that are out there for this. Are 2 other group covers by Daniel Warren Johnson, which was an Autobots cover. Let me see if they're on. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we saw the A cover. All right, there you go. That's the Daniel Warren Johnson Autobots cover. And it's a Daniel Warren Johnson Decepticons cover. There is a spoiler cover, which might be an incentive. This is the incredible Alan Claw Starscream cover. I'm sure the store will be getting some of those. That's definitely an incentive because there's no logo. That is Starscream. Okay, yeah, that's a store variant. Okay, here's the B cover I was mentioning. That's the Autobots B cover by Daniel Warren Johnson. And here is the Starscream. So the other ones I showed were variants of that. But this is the open order version of B and C. Sorry, it's harder to have stuff ready to go when it's not in the store to show you. We have a Ryan Otley cover that is out there for availability. That's an incentive. That's an incentive. Wow, that is an awesome incentive. I almost want to seek that one out. That is not happening. And then there's apparently a blank sketch variant. All right. That's all for that one. Transformers #1 is the #1 book of the week. The store has not decided on what the pick will be because some things didn't come in. So reach out to the store and ask them what the stamp book is for the week. That's all I got so far today. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to catch John's Dungeon Corner on Friday at 1 p.m. Have a great one.